Good evening. My name is Najee Bolin, and I will be giving a speech on about the perks of graduation and the importance of why we need more people to graduate, especially in the community of ours, the Black African American community. Um, the goal of this speech is to inform y'all on the seriousness of how graduation affects us as a people, and not just as an individual, but just as a part of as part of the being a citizen of the world and of the United States. Just being here as a human being, self accomplishment is its own reward. Okay, and imagine finally graduating high school. You wait 12 long years of hell, right? Teachers, bullies, school lunches, even statistics. Having to deal with your own community. Imagine being the first male in your family to ever graduate from any form of school, college, GED, high school, middle school. Think of that feeling of accomplishment that would come from being the only male high school graduate out of generations of dropouts or lack of opportunity. You probably made just as many mistakes as them, maybe even more. But in this speech, you will learn 3 reasons why graduation is very important, not just to you as an individual, but to you as part of a community. First thing is first. Most important reason is, you could be the smartest person in the class, smartest person in the room always, and not graduate. And that's not always okay, because it happens a lot in our community. You know what I'm saying? We have too many smart people that just waste their lives away because they feel like there's no other way than doing whatever they're doing. You can be the smartest person in the classroom and graduate early. You can be persistent and just graduating on time, or you may have made some bumps in the road and had to take a little while longer, but you still made it. Whether it was a GED or a diploma, you still made it, and that's your accomplishment. Can't nobody take that from you. Then another thing, after you graduate, you can achieve any dream you want. Like, the sky's the limit. You can create new jobs for not only yourself but for people of the community. You can start a new career, do anything you want. What have you always wanted to do? What has inspired you to persevere this long? What have you always thought of becoming? Or you can just follow your wildest dreams. Doing anything. You want to be an astronaut, you can do that. You want to be an engineer, do that. Anything you want, a doctor, lawyer. You want to be a rap star, an actor, anything. If you want to play professional cards, do what you set your mind to do. Whatever you dream of doing, don't let nothing stop you. And the last reason is, I feel like, the very most important, because especially as a person of color, statistics is what surround us as a community. You feel what I'm saying? And being persevering and being persistent through life's challenges, as you got your community, you're not doing so well, school's not doing any better, but you chose to keep going and make something better for yourself. And then it shows society that you're more than what they make it out that you are. You feel what I'm saying? You are more than what people make it seem that you are. You're not just a number on the sheet. You are a human being who has dreams and aspirations, who has had a life of struggle, but chose to keep going forward through all of that. So in conclusion, I identified 3 reasons why graduation is very important and essential. People like to define you by the mistakes you made, mainly while you were still young. And that's okay, but it's not okay. No one likes to be subjected to the things they did as a child, because you were a child, so you didn't know any better. The best thing you can do as a person is learn from your mistakes and move forward. And that's what graduation is a symbol of, because you have made some mistakes as a child, and that's okay. You are entitled to your mistakes because you are human. But you are also a child. So you have to learn. The goal of being human nature is to learn and keep moving forward. in conclusion, take it from me, the first man in my family to ever graduate, to make it past the 11th grade. No one in my family's ever made it past the 11th grade. And I made it to high school for a second year. So if I can do it, you can do it too.